This is taken at the 3. And he's got some space here. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. In for the score. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're brought out by the #1 overall pick in this year's draft, the Heisman Trophy winner from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And you just know he's going to be under the microscope, not in just year 1, but for the rest of his career, because he was the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft. He has what you're looking for. Great leadership ability, tremendous football character, incredible college numbers. But like any young quarterback, how he will deal with the pressures of life in the NFL will tell the tale.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Mayfield on play action. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. Now the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. Leading them out, the man that'll be under center, the former Texas Longhorn, Devin Wade.
Set. Blue 80.
1st and 10, Devin Wade back to pass. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. That play by Devin brings up a new set of downs. Nice catch as well. Good connection.
Yeah, I like what you mentioned. The key part of it, a new set of downs. Well done.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Rocket. Set.
Devin drops back. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Set. Black. 20.
Devin to throw on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
right, here we go. 319. 319.
Well, now they'll try to end around. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Michael Strahan there to make the tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Green 39. Green 39.
Play fake. Mayfield. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Seated to my right, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Toronto football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And his throw is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance?
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
1st and 10, Devin Wade drops back. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd down, Devin will throw it. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Wade. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing on 1st down, Wade. Ertz has it left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. first down. Wade. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Cooks, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes our score 17-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. A first down throw from Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing, Mayfield, and that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Mayfield looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable here from the 38. Whoosh. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tommy Bohannon taking it in from a yard out, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL and give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that. But for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Green 35.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
We got 4. Kill, kill, kill. Set. Alert. Right. Alert. 90.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mathis! Mathis!
Devin will throw on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Rocket! Rocket!
Devin will throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now a couple of 1st downs on this drive for Devin Wade.
Yeah, he's starting to get comfortable out there, isn't he? You can see him. He's out there feeling good about things, and I think his offense is responding.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are pouring it on. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Point after now from Catanzaro. And oh, it's blocked.
We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in the East Bay as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Mayfield to throw it. His throw incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Set. Green.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders with this lead and the football. Things obviously looking good, but maybe, you know, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
They go play action with Devin. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Wade. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's taken down deep in their territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what it...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And the return will cost him about a dozen yards or so, but his guys do indeed get the football back. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right fight going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
On second down, Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his